Alright, hello guys, welcome to another Train Sim World 2020 video. It is here, the Deutsche Bahn Diesel, the 204, aka V100. Here she is in all her glory, or not glory, we'll find out. But it seems alright so far. I didn't try any tutorials, no scenarios, no nothing. Jumped straight in with the limited time I have today to do this. Hopped into a timetable service, and we're going to run down the Lorstadt industrial line. Now, first off, straight off the store, this is the 204 V100 in DB traffic red livery, of course. Accurate, true-to-life performing and handling. 3-stage fluid torque converter transmission gearbox with additional 2-gear mechanical gearbox. Switchable brake modes. Highly detailed, feature-rich driving cabs with accurate, true-to-life performance and handling. I swear it just said that. And this, what I was most key and tuned on when I read it. Authentic and detailed sound recordings, recorded from the real locomotive. And at idle, it sounds pretty good. I like it. I'm a diesel fan to begin with. I know a lot of people are already moaning about the lack of services and whatnot, but a lot of stuff that's got a lot of services and a lot to do is kind of bland. It doesn't sound that great. Kind of boring to begin with. So, anyway, let's get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what we can stir up here. So first off, we're going to hop in the cab, and you can't see much. It's kind of daunting. Anyway, open the window. There is some nice sound occlusion there, unlike some of the recent stuff. Alright, so we're going to throw our reverser key in. There we go. Now this also has a brake key, which you'll need to insert to, well, operate the brakes. So there we go. That's good. Get our instrument lights on. Alright, so it's already set up and running. Everything's good to go. We do have our switches back here which control your lights. Let's see, front headlights. There's a lot going on inside of this cab, and it's a bit scary at first, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so your seat is back here. For the purpose of recording and getting through this video as haphazardly as possible, I'm just going to leave that off. Adjust the seat. Forwards and backwards, up and down. Let's make sure we can do that with ours as well. It's forward. I don't want to go forward. I want to go up. There we go. It's about the same. Alright, so let's check our light situation. They are good. Alright, what else? Am I forgetting anything? PZB switch is up here. Go ahead and turn the cab light on. I think sounds good at idle. I'm already digging it sound-wise. Let's see, it's your throttle wheel tap changer. No, it's not a tap changer. Gonna get scolded for that one. Just a whole lot going on right there. See the switch. The door. Okay. And your directional keys up and over. Over here. Oh, wait, back over here. There's your handbrake. And that right there is a shortcut to your lighting. And there's one over the top right of the dash. Thought there was. Anyway, your wipers are going to be up here. So, the way it looks inside, it looks alright. It's not one of the best interior models, but there's a lot going on in here. You know, it's not just a cab, you know, and a desk with a couple of buttons and a couple of levers. There's a ton of stuff going on. This wood grain looks kind of funky. I don't know if that's wood grain, but it would appear to be. Let's hop out and take a look around the outside here. Fire extinguisher. Get our torch, aka flashlight, on. Take a look around. Some interesting trucks on these things. I don't know a whole hell of a lot about DB. But that's unique looking to me. What's that? Climb up steps. You can walk around the outside, you can. Alright. Wonder if there's any kind of engine door you can open. Probably not. Anyway, all in all, it looks good. The coloring on the red itself is kind of funky. Might I say it's pink, almost? You could say it's weathered, sure, but it still looks like it's missing a little extra detail on the exterior. As far as the paint. I don't know, it's just comparing it to the other DB locos, it's definitely different. Alright, anyway, let's hop back up in this beast, shall we? Get on the move. Door closed, got a med kit. Alright. Wait, yes, this is ours. Let's get this door closed. Alright. So she is in gear. Sure we got clearance. There we do. As per the ground signal. Got a little visor here. This is pretty neat. How much that actually blocks sunwise, I'm not sure. Do I like it as much as the one on the 155? No, but it's still unique. Alright. Let the brakes come off. Check the horn out. It's not too bad. I get an exterior listen here. Sounds completely identical. Sounds like it does have a loop, but I don't know. It's not terribly noticeable. It's definitely not the worst DB horn, and I can say that safely and sure-footed. I do like these vents up here, exhaust flappers and whatnot apparently open as well. That's nice. Vent open there with the fan. Alright, that would be Roscoe you just heard yelping. Someone came through the door. Alright, let's get started. Be the excitement of his mammy coming home through the door. Alright, so you can hear the RPM lower a bit, or the idle, while the RPMs rise in a second. Sounds pretty damn good. Well, damn, that sounds alright. So far, so good there on the sound front. Alright, so I have never been down this line, nor has anyone else. In a train, anyway. In the game. Of course. This is one of two areas that you can explore with this engine. Yes, the forefront, the main thing with this add-on is, of course, the port, which we will definitely be taking a look at a later date. But I figured we'll start with a quick look down here, the lower industrial siding. Quite a few lines and spurs down here. Man, you cannot see a whole hell of a lot out of the front of this thing. Kind of has this bouncing up and down effect, like I don't know, a small boat on a light chop. Bobs up and down, up and down. That's interesting. And yes, we are speeding a little bit. The purpose of this video is not to try and drive this thing to the utmost ability, which I'll never be able to do anyhow, but just to test it out. So we've got a mile until where we gotta stop. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and goose her a little bit. Wow, 6 notches. Sounds good. Really liking the thump of this thing. The secondary reason I wanted to open her up a bit is you can see the vent fans up on the nose of the engine. Open it right up. I'll go ahead and bring it down, and it should close. And we gotta go ahead and brake. Well, it certainly doesn't brake like the, there they go, there go the vents. It certainly doesn't brake like the DB electrical locomotives, but that's alright. It's an old diesel. See if we can get these things to open again. Not have enough room to see if these things open back up. Yeah, well, anyway, you saw it inside the cab. Stop at location. Let's look at the map. Alright, now we'll do an outside test of the sound. We'll let it run by us in reverse onto that siding back there. So we're pretty good ways away from the engine back here. Throw her in reverse. The horn's alright, but it could still use some loudness, some punch to it, I guess. Do like the exhaust effect as well, which is something else you don't see a lot on the DB lines in the game, or ever. Man, I am pretty impressed with the sound of this thing. Wow, not impressed with that. I don't know what's going on there. Like some floating couplers just disappeared. Some pieces of hose. Do the head out. The grime on this does look good as well. It's hard to see until you're right up against it, but it's also nice. Get a bit closer here. Just all the smearing oil, grease on the window and whatnot. Weathering on the top here. Just the color itself, like, it looks alright in the shine. You can see textures and whatnot, but elsewhere it's just, I guess, going for that worn look. You might get those buffers back here. Alright, well that's it. That is that, that's that service. That wasn't much to that, huh? And I got a bronze. That's pretty sad, like I said. Not going for gold here. Anyway, at this point, let's see what you get with it. Alright, so timetable-wise. Mixed delivery. Bring service into Aschaffenburg. Sachs freight wagons to Hafenbahnhof dockyard. Use two 204s, form a multiple unit, and deliver this heavy mixed freight. Ooh, that looks like a pretty good service there. Pick up delivery. Deliver to Hafenbahnhof yard. Dockyard. This is the one we just did here, industrial freight move, and then we also have dock freight move. Alright, so that's your timetable. The journeys are probably going to be the same. Just predetermined weather. Hopefully not pitch black night and downpours, because that's not a good look for this game. Got the introduction. It's got the scenarios mixed up in here, and I guess the other stuff. Let's take a quick look at these scenarios. Dock delivery. You know, hopefully these aren't one-offs of the timetable or journey, kind of like the MP15 DC was for Caltrain. One can hope, anyway. That one there. So 3. That's pretty common. You know what, though? All in all, it's the first third-party, fully made and released add-on for the game, and that's amazing. Thank God it was Rivet. They make some pretty good stuff, and there's no doubt that someone will make some sort of mod to place this thing on other routes and other services if it's not already being worked on. But anyway, that's it. Just a quick look. Like I said, it looks pretty nice. I'm eager to get in and play some more, but unfortunately that's all the time I have today, and I'm not going to be able to do that until tomorrow. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anyways, see you next time. Stay safe, guys. Bye.